right, so here we are with Adrienne. Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? How's the show going?
Oh, it's like nonstop. The show feels really huge.
Yeah.
It is. My voice is.
Yeah, it's already getting raspy.
It is getting there.
Yeah. I feel like as soon as we walk around, we end up seeing someone we know like every 3-4 minutes.
Yeah. Which is awesome. I mean, it's so cool that this industry is like everyone wants to talk to you and get to know you and also like share what they're doing. And then you get to know like all the different things of different like areas of the industry. And it's really cool to be here and connect. It's my favorite thing like to do is networking and just getting to know what's going on in the business and obviously seeing all the new products and trends.
Yeah. As far as new products and trends, like DTF in the last 24 months has been psycho. Like, what are you seeing with DTF and people switching over for it?
Well, I'm glad that it's had that big of a change of the industry because it would have been crazy if I would have left something and then moved to something and it was like, oh, that's just a fad. That would have been bad. No, it's really great to hear. I completely agree. The last time we talked was at Printing United, and I felt like that show, there was a lot going on there too in terms of DTF, but just walking around here, it seems like that's what everyone is talking about, maybe because I'm wearing a DTF printing shirt, but no, I think that the technology is, now that it's become more US-based and more big names are bringing on the technology, and the technology is getting a little bit more fine-tuned, people are seeing the benefits to bringing it in-house. So that's great because at DTF Printing, we are a total resource for them once they bring that on, whether they're deciding if they just want to just buy transfers, if they just want to have a heat press in-house. So I'm happy to be a part of this because it's a great way to educate the industry.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible to see people's minimums go crazy high for screen printing. I heard one guy say that his shop is a 200-piece screen printing minimum, and he's just fully committed to DTF. He's not even explaining to people the different options. He's just accepting whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing from people that, you know, who are guests of the DTF Printing podcast or part of our shop profiles on the website. Those minimums have changed. And obviously with DTF, you can have just one shirt and it's, you know, no problem. But I've been asking them a lot, you know, how are you making that decision based off screen printing, DTG, DTF? And there are a lot of different variables, but really it comes down to like color and how many pieces in the run. So there's a lot more flexibility now for apparel decorators to really like accept anything from their customers.
And so like what you're doing with DTF printing, what is kind of your guys' main focus for 2024 to like help the industry along and have people connect easier?
Yeah, so the last time we were together, we made a big announcement that we were DTF.com. So we had the 3-letter URL. We recently changed it for a few different reasons. We are now DTF Printing, but it's the same thing. The website's completely the same. We have a weekly newsletter. We have our every other Tuesday DTF Printing podcast. And the website is updated constantly with news and new products, shop profiles, how-tos, tips, tricks. So the goal is the same, to make sure that we are helping the industry grow, helping businesses grow, specifically within the DTF space. And upcoming, we have the DTF Expo, which is really our biggest. And within the next couple months, that's you know our biggest thing right now is to get.
Where are you guys going to hold that one?
So that is in Phoenix, Arizona, February 23rd through 24th. So 2 days. The expo is completely free, and it's completely sold out with vendors like Seps.io, M&R, Rock, Mamaki, Roland, Ink Tavo, Embellisher, completely sold out and completely free for attendees.
Wow.
So Friday, Saturday, we'll have education sessions. People like Stephen Farrig is talking about his journey with DTF. And then you'll just have the opportunity to talk to people who are specific to the DTF space. Especially if you're here at Impressions and you're like, I really want to dig into that sector. Well, in a month, you can.
Yeah, absolutely. But how are you seeing people play with like some of these new like AI tools when you then have something where you can do single order units? Are you seeing that thing where people are just pumping crazy amounts of art through DTF?
Yeah, I'm really interested in that space. And actually, Marshall Atkinson is speaking specifically about Midjourney and ChatGPT at the expo as one of the educational sessions. So I think that is just kind of crazy. I mean, as a journalist with ChatGPT, I get a little freaked out with some of that. I'm like, who's coming for my job? But I can tell the difference. Like, if someone has written something with just like, that's generated that way, but the art is
what you have
wild.
to do is train it on your old articles. Then it'll take your tone. Now you're outputting crazy amounts of articles.
Yes, there are like benefits. It's helped me even write like some interview questions when I felt like, I don't really feel like that could be better written. But yeah, that freaks me out a little bit.
You know what I'm thinking about? I think it's actually the same thing. Like with the AI taking the jobs, I feel like a lot of purist screen printers are very worried about DTF.
Yes.
Because it's gonna be a dying art. It could be a dying art because of DTF. Like, I'm also worried about the protection of you because you are the ambassador of DTF, right? And you had a screen printing show.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you see the industry react to this change? When you talk to the screen printer or even to DTF printers now, is that a thing? Like, is there like competition between the two? What's going on there?
I think overall, I don't think screen printing is going away. It's been around forever, and it is so useful for especially those really long runs. Or, I mean, it's an art, and I don't think that art is going to go away. DTF is an addition to that, and it's so helpful for businesses who want to do print on demand or one-offs or create online stores or have full color and not have to set up an entire screen printing press situation for something that's maybe just a short run. But I don't think screen printing is going away, but there are definitely people in the screen printing space, especially like tried and true, just veterans of the industry who are definitely nervous, even though we've had the conversations about like it's just an addition. They feel as though, specifically maybe screen printing manufacturers, well, it's still taking money away from our business because there's now all this new business in DTF. So I think that if screen printing manufacturers are smart, they are going to do what the wide format manufacturers are doing, and they'll start adding DTF machines themselves.
Do you see like the industry? I mean, you kind of have two paths. One, you can go buy your own equipment and make it yourself over and over, or maybe even sell it to other people. Or you can just be like, forget it, I'm just going to buy 100% from Supercolor or Stalls or whatever. Are you seeing one path be a little bit more dominant than others? Like, I've heard of some accounts hitting like $1 million and they still don't want to buy their own machines.
Yeah, that's family industries. I think we learned that at Print Hustlers.
Yeah.
Max Hellman was out there. He's like, we spent $1 million on Supercolor transfers and we are not bringing DTF printing in-house.
Right.
So it's always such an it depends situation because it just depends on who you have in-house. If you're kind of tech savvy and are willing to like handle the maintenance yourself, if you want to hire someone, what's easier for you? Is it easier just to heat press and you're just buying the transfers? Do you have someone local that you can get those transfers that day or next day? Mm-hmm. But everything is really becoming more centralized and US based, so I think that's helping. But I'm still seeing kind of that balance of shops that I thought would totally bring DTF in-house aren't. And then 1 to 2 person teams who are working in their home, they have a DTF printer in their house. So it's kind of crazy. Like,
well, talking to Victor yesterday, he had a $20,000 OmniPrint DTF that did 300 normal center size prints per hour, and that's $20,000. Like, you're not even doing some crazy investment at that point. So like way cheaper than getting into an automatic screen print, and you're pumping these out, theoretically all day as long as you can get the orders in. Plus you can do like web to print flows, so the orders are being managed by the software. You're not manually going through a rip process.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so. It's fun to be a part of it, and I think the technology will advance in the next couple years because the people who do have the equipment in-house are already asking manufacturers for upgrades and different things. So I think in the next couple years we'll see it, but I don't believe that it's a fad or anything that's going away. I think it's people are looking for ways to automate and do things better and faster, and I think this is just a great way to do that.
Yeah, I mean, at our shop, we basically gave up on DTG because we had like Epson machines, and now we're just getting them ordered in because there's just so much maintenance and headache that we weren't good at, and so it's pretty awesome to be able to just have them in 24 hours, 48 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So what's your plan for the rest of the show?
I have a lot going on with Unite Together. So we are having a raffle right now, and all the proceeds go to Skills USA, which is a competition for students in the trade. Getting into trade, it's like screen printing, wide format printing, and all the money will go to helping get those kids who are in underprivileged spaces get to the events, because sometimes they make it, but they can't travel, they can't spend the money to get to the competition. So I have a lot going on with Unite with that. The raffle minimum is like $1 donation. I'm meeting with a lot of different vendors, letting them know that our 2024 media kit is available. So if there are any vendors who are interested in advertising at DTF Printing, doing that, promoting DTF Expo, and really just overall brand awareness. So connecting with potential audience members and potential advertisers, learning about all the new products. Yeah, it's busy.
Awesome.
There's so much to do.
Okay, we thought we had a busy schedule.
I know. We've got an easy day, apparently.
Yeah, no.
Well, thanks so much for taking a minute to come over and chat with us.
Yeah, thanks, Cole. Thanks, Gavin.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.